Welcome to Three Geeks. I don't even know what to say to this. This is Jason with the Three Geeks podcast. Thank you for tuning in. What a great weekend. It is San Diego weekend, and we are going to get to that in just a second. We have special guest Domo Batman, a guy that we met this last year at a Wizard World Comic Con, and he's been a fan of ours. We've been a fan of his, and we've kept good relations since then. So it's nice having you on today to discuss San Diego Comic Con and the upcoming Wizard World Columbus Comic Con. So thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
As always, we got our buddy Mike over at Mike McGTV. Mike, how's everything going for you, buddy?
It's going great, man. Excited for the upcoming weekend. Can't wait to get back to Wizard World and meet up with you guys.
Did you ever get your Star Trek review done? I saw Strange Things took over your life.
Yeah, no. I just got done with the last episode as you were starting, so no, I'll probably film it later tonight and put it up, and I got to write up something for neverendingradicaldude.com as well. So check out that site, definitely. Our buddy Jason Fury, who was on a couple of weeks ago. I'm sure he's got a lot of news coming in from San Diego, and look for my Star Trek Beyond review. And also, I'm going to go see The Killing Joke tomorrow night at Fathom Events. Been hearing interesting things about it, so I'll also be writing a review for that for Never Ending Radical Dude as well, before the weekend stuff.
Nice. And then we got Dan, Max, Rondell, and the Trophy on today's cast. Trophy has become a popular staple of ours. Actually, I went to the drive-ins last night, and Rondell tagged along, and he's walking through the drive-in with this trophy in his hand, and everybody's stopping him, like, what are you doing with the Millennium Falcon at a Star Trek movie? The trophy was more popular than they had the Columbus Ghostbusters there, and the Columbus Ghostbusters wanted to pose in a photo with the trophy.
Nice.
They are also coming on our podcast very soon. We're looking forward to that as well. But real quick, I just wanted to give a quick mini review. I'm going to be doing a real review for our site tomorrow with one of my buddies, Alex G. He's a really, really big Trekkie, Star Trek fan, and I am looking forward to discussing this film with him because I know he liked it. He wasn't a big fan of the JJ reboots, but he really liked this one. And this movie is awesome. This movie is the reason I like Star Trek more than Star Wars. It's because it gives you character moments. You've got some great characters, and they're really, really explored the dynamics. And Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, you know, they were all split up more or less, and you got to see how certain characters interacted with each other. And in this film, you get that similar feel where you get to see certain characters interact with one another. And I really, really like how they made this. They toned it back. It's a small film, and I've heard a lot of other people say this too, disguised as a big budget film, because that's what it is. It is. I really, really liked it. The acting is strong. I like how they dealt with Nimoy. I like. It was sad to see, Chekhov, knowing that it was going to be the last time we got to see him portray this role. But from start to finish, I was engaged in this movie. Rondell?
He had a lot to do in this movie too, which was cool.
Yeah, they all did. I mean, the whole cast. Chris Pine wasn't the star per se. It was an ensemble piece, true as it could be. Rondell, your thoughts on this film?
I'll say the highlight was going back to old school hip hop. Some Public Enemy kicked in with Fight the Power. I'm like, oh, what is going on here?
It's Scotty's line. I guess we're going classical.
Right.
It's weird hearing Public Enemy referred to as classical music, but
yeah, that was pretty awesome. But I enjoyed the movie. I will miss Chekhov. I do enjoy his character, but just the way they used all the characters, like I said, I enjoyed the movie. I didn't have any problems with it.
Real quick, spoiler-free thoughts, Mike?
I pretty much agree with everything you said. I'm gonna try to avoid getting into spoilers in my video review later tonight, because you should go out and see this movie for yourself. If you were on the fence, if you were like a lot of people who were kind of having a hard time accepting the new tone of Star Trek in these reboots, I think this one can win you over, definitely, because You're right. It does kind of rein it in. It feels like a very expanded version of an episode of the original series in a way. In the fact that it is kind of a smaller story, but you get more with the crew and the character dynamics. But the action is really cool. It's like if the original series had the budget for this movie per episode, they would have been doing these action sequences, I'm sure. So, and it's a good kind of send off for Leonard Nimoy. It's definitely a great send-off for Anton Yelchin because, like I said, he's got a lot more to do and gets a lot more screen time in this movie than I believe he has in the previous two. So he's not just a satellite character. He's actually got a lot of cool moments to really shine, and everyone shines really well in this. And that one thing that George Takei was really concerned about isn't that big a deal, and I think it was actually a pretty sweet moment in the movie. So
yeah, I like how they handled the Sulu thing. It was really, really well done because it is 2016 and it should not be a big deal. And in this movie, it wasn't. It was just, two people that just happened to be together. I thought it was really done well. No spoilers, but there is a scene in this movie towards the end that deals with both Spocks, and it will make you cry. It is really, really, really well done. I
got a little choked up at that. I'm like, oh, I know that.
But yes, in the director Justin Lin, people thought coming from his Fast and Furious that this was going to be a big movie, and it's not at all. And you should go see it. You should really go see it. It's really well done. It's everything you'd want from a blockbuster and a Star Trek movie. Like Mike said, this could have been an episode of the original series. It really could have. It was really good. But San Diego Comic-Con happened this weekend, much bigger than the Comic-Con we're going to next weekend, and we got a lot of stuff. I'm just going to run through a few things, and then probably we'll just do this more as a conversation than anything else. But we got our Justice League trailer, we got our Wonder Woman trailer, we got our Defenders teaser, we got our Luke Cage trailer, we got... somebody help me out.
Iron Fist first look.
Defenders teaser.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
Baby, I like you raw.
Lego Batman.
Lego Batman.
Yeah.
So, and Sherlock Season 4 were the big ones for me.
Oh, and apparently they did show some footage of Spider-Man Homecoming, but it's not online yet, I don't think. But
and Thor Rancor.
Yeah, I saw the outfit for Hulk. Yeah.
They showed scenes too.
Oh man, I need to see those now.
Yeah, they showed some Guardian stuff too. I watched a couple of the panels, but I was.
Bill.
What's that?
Beta Ray Bill.
Nice. Dan, what are your thoughts on some of these trailers? Which one stood out to you the most?
I really liked the Doctor Strange trailer. Doctor Strange is usually like a sideline character because he's one of those dudes that's just too damn powerful, usually. So he gets his limited run 5 issues. But that looked really sweet. My least favorite was the Wonder Woman one, not for the content, but for the trailer itself. All the other trailers, like the Netflix ones, like the Defenders teaser, you got Nirvana playing over that. For the Luke Cage, you had Old Dirty Bastard. for the Justice League, that's the White Stripes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but then you go to the Wonder Woman trailer, and they're still using the Inception sound from years ago, and I hate that. I really do. Justice League, the trailer was good, but the most fun with that is when you scroll down and read all the comments.
Yeah.
Because there's like mini fan wars, and it's great. Let's see. I can't wait for Iron Fist. I know it's like a 10-second teaser, but it looks friggin' awesome. And that's pretty much all I got.
Mr. Domo Batman, what are your thoughts on Comic-Con this weekend? What stood out to you?
What? Oh, Funkos. No, the Doctor Strange trailer was cool. Doctor Strange is cool. I like that. I liked all the announcements that were just coming across too fast for me to read. Twitter was just it was exploding so fast. I couldn't read all the stuff. And then of course they just said that the fans were fighting over suits and emblems and whose cow looked the best, stuff like that.
Mike?
Honestly, just because there was the stuff I could actually watch was the trailers for definitely the Netflix stuff, and I enjoyed just seeing it look a little bit lighter in the Justice League world. Like, it's cool just to see them banter a little bit more. I really enjoyed the Wonder Woman trailer quite a bit, and she seems like she's really settling into that role well from the look of things. And it helps that you got a helping of Chris Pine there, acting like Captain Kirk, but he's Steve Trevor. I like Doctor Strange. I thought the one thing I got kind of hung up on is it's a real technical thing, but like Benedict Cumberbatch hasn't sold me on an American accent yet, and because I've seen him in stuff like 12 Years a Slave and what was that other one, Black Mass with Johnny Depp, and I'm like, whenever he's going for some kind of New Englander or American accent, I'm like, you're slipping. So I don't know. Hopefully he's okay in the rest of the movie, but yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. I enjoyed all the stuff. I heard about the controversy about the Killing Joke, so tomorrow night's going to be an interesting watch. That's what I'm looking forward to now. Is Max there?
Max!
I'm here. Yeah, all the only things that I watched from the San Diego Comic-Con are the Luke Cage trailer and the Iron Fist teaser. So I think the Luke Cage trailer wins Comic-Con for me. But yeah, I'm excited. I need to watch the Wonder Woman trailer. I don't want to watch any of the extra scenes and stuff like that they released for anything, just because I'm kind of in the less is more mode. So I'm excited to see a couple of the trailers that they put out. But I'm happy with what I've seen so far.
Nice. Rondell? I know you just binged a lot of these trailers.
Yeah, and as I've said before, I'm pretty much all gung-ho Marvel, so I can't get enough of it. Soon as I began Luke Cage and I hear ding 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 ding, I'm like, I'm hyped. Yeah. But as far as Justice League, it looks good, but I'm not jumping aboard. You got to prove it to me. I'm sorry. It looks promising, and I've been disappointed by Batman vs Superman. So no, got to prove it.
You're not here with us right now, but the soundboard just jumped 6 feet in the air when Rondell yelled. It's never heard Rondell's decimal level get that high, so that was
Pace
fun.
yourself, man. Pace yourself.
The thing that stood out to me, and I know I'm probably going to get some hate for this, and I don't mean it as a bad thing, I mean it as a compliment, is DC went full Marvel in the Justice League trailer. Like, there's humor, there's fun, it reminded me so much of like a Civil War trailer or a Avengers trailer. It had that feel. Like, let's get a team. Like, there was nothing depressing in this trailer. It was all happy, and I liked seeing Ben Affleck crack a joke here and there. I liked seeing the Flash crack a joke, and I don't care if they copy Marvel. That's fine with me as long as I get something good on the big screen. So I'm glad that they pulled that stick out of their butt a little bit and gave us something fun. Wonder Woman, I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to it because I do like Chris Pine. He is being Captain Kirk. But Gal Gadot, seeing her more and more as Wonder Woman, I'm more and more sold that she is right for this role. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And then, Marvel didn't release anything on the movie front to the public, which is fine. I get it. But their television unit, they came out pretty strong. They announced Daredevil Season 3 will happen sometime after Jessica Jones. We got a Defenders teaser, and we got a Luke Cage trailer, which Luke Cage comes in September. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Iron Fist looks pretty good, too. I've been popping up on and off Facebook Live all weekend, so I've given a lot of thoughts on there, too. But, yeah, it's we live in good times, guys. Well, as far as being a geek goes, we live in good times.
I forgot to mention the surprise of Comic-Con, which was that Lionsgate was there promoting a movie called The Woods, which actually turned out to be Blair Witch.
Yeah.
I hated the Blair Witch Project, and I liked this trailer. I did. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I hated Blair Witch Project so much, and this wasn't that, or it just didn't have that obnoxious woman that I was rooting for the killer to get her in the end.
Oh, Heather.
Nice.
I thought it was.
Well, that's
good.
what the plot is that her baby brother's going out to the woods to look for her because he still think after 17 years she's still out there. And I hope she is. I hope her, Josh, and Mike are all still out there arguing with each other.
She's got the snot coming out of her nose too. Still,
Yeah.
like, she still hasn't blown her nose.
She's still got her beanie on and everything.
But aren't they going to tie up the loose ends from Blair Witch 2?
Yeah.
I mean, what a great film.
Yeah, it tied up all its own loose ends. It was a bad drug trip or something, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Although you had the option of going through and playing parts of it backwards to learn the true story.
Yeah, because that's how videotapes worked.
Yeah, and then the disc, you could flip it over and you can listen to the crappy '90s soundtrack.
Hey, whatever, man. That movie brought us the dude from Burn Notice, so I'm cool with that.
Sherlock. I enjoyed this trailer for Sherlock too. I really hope that this isn't the end because those two guys are so good together, and they brought in that guy who played he was in Captain America: Winter Soldier, and it looks good. I can't think of his name, but did anybody else watch the Sherlock season 4 trailer?
Oh yeah, I did.
What character from Winter Soldier?
The guy who put himself in the computer.
Oh, Toby Jones.
Yes.
Toby Jones, yeah. Toby Jones. Toby.
Is he in a computer in Sherlock?
Yeah.
He's in the same computer.
That's the only way I'll watch something with him is if he's computerized Toby Jones.
You're wrong for line.
We're gonna find out that Sherlock is like Doctor Strange's dream because they just keep getting more and more Marvel people into that series.
It was weird because during the Doctor Strange trailer when he was running down that like corridor or something to watch like the world fold in on itself and Baron Mordo's next to him, it looked a little bit like whenever Sherlock and Watson are running down an alleyway. I was like, yeah, okay, there's a little influence there.
Dude, I am a big fan of Cumberbatch, as you could tell, and I cannot wait for Doctor Strange. You guys touched on it a little bit. We're getting an inception of the Marvel Universe. Like, just the special effects alone in that trailer are nuts.
But even they didn't use the Wong sound, you know?
No,
did
because they
first
gave it
trailer.
to DC.
Did they?
The Wong
They did.
sound in the
well,
first
damn.
one.
Oh, well.
I can't wait for Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman to meet up in the Marvel Universe and to see how they play that off.
Yeah.
Hey, you look familiar. So do you, and then walk away. Max, you don't seem pissed off about anything today. What's going on?
I'm not pissed off about anything. Why would I be?
I don't know. Sometimes you are.
You're Max.
How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun?
Harmony.
I've just been kind of kicking it at home this whole weekend. I've been trying to get through this new Netflix anime series for Animaniacs, and it's not been easy going.
That doesn't make you mad?
It's more funny than mad, and we kind of have like a bet going between the Animaniacs to see who can make it the farthest in this crappy series. So,
Dude,
I think
I haven't
I
even
gotta-
started it yet, so I'm going to have to binge watch that shit.
yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good about my chances. So that makes me less mad.
Columbus Comic Con is next weekend, and Jason Mewes was added. We lost the guy from Heroes that nobody cared about, and we got Jason Mewes, and I am super stoked about that.
Do you think we
I
can get him
really,
to come
really
on the panel?
What's that?
Do you think we can get him to come on the panel?
On our panel? That would be
I would
fantastic.
try. Yeah, I would try. He seems pretty cool. I met him in.
I'm definitely down, dude.
I just hope he does selfies.
We should get him to come on the.
Oh, he does more than selfies.
I'm sure.
Oh, God.
Which one are we doing on Friday?
What's that, Max?
Which panel are we doing on Friday?
Friday's panel is the comic book movies and source material. Should they stick to the comic books or move on, discussing Civil War, Apocalypse, Deadpool, Batman v Superman?
Oh boy.
Oh,
The
the whole panel right there.
the thing's genitals may come up once or twice.
during Batman versus Superman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you care more about where the Thing's genitals went than you do about what's going on in Batman and Superman.
That's what Max is gonna say. He's gonna be like, as I was watching Batman vs Superman, I was thinking fondly back at our time.
I couldn't help but wonder.
Where did Reed Richards science the Thing's dick to?
Oh my God! See,
But it shows up in the final act. It's the stick that they're poking Spider-Man, Superman with. You see?
I know you're not going to tell us Domo Batman, but you are debuting a new cosplay that weekend, correct?
Yes.
I was catching up on some videos on your channel. Thanks for shouting us out, by the way. We appreciate it.
All the time.
But what are you looking forward to at Comic-Con this upcoming weekend?
Getting there.
Take the Domo Batmobile.
Yeah, I've been working on that.
I saw you had a Domo Robin now too.
Yeah, Domo Robin is my youngest.
Nice.
And she's not going to go, though, because it upset her. Because in Cleveland, as soon as we walked in, we couldn't even get into the con in Cleveland because there were so many people wanting to stop us to take pictures, and the outfits, we can't wear the outfits very long. You know, maybe about 2 hours, and hers was rubbing her face, and I didn't know it.
Oh, gotcha.
And it was rubbing her face a little bit, and after a while, she was like, "Can I take it off, please?" But you know, she wasn't mad. It was just that she was a little frustrated because she couldn't wear it no more. You know, she wanted to be Robin, the noble Batman. You know, but it's like it took us 45 minutes just to get into the floor because Wizard World stopped us too, and they talked to us for a little bit. Then the Cleveland Plain Dealer stopped and talked to us for a while. Then after that, you start getting, you know, you want to go back out and get a picture in front of the sign, you know, the Wizard World sign. That's the thing, you know. Go out there and stand up, you know, do your pose. And when we went there, then we couldn't get away from people taking pictures. So Cleveland was it was very overwhelming, but it was great. But it was overwhelming. But you have to test the waters to find out, you know, what's good. You know, Wizard World and meeting you guys last year was great because it was smaller scale, and it was nice and comfortable to be able to walk around and see people.
Yeah, this year I think it's going to be a little bit bigger just because, you know, it's in the summertime and, you know, I noticed we're in the lull for a lot of stuff. There's just, like, not a bunch going on as far as sports or, you know, it's all politics and Tour de France right now.
Right.
And, I think that that there's going to be a lot more people at the con this year than last year. I'm pretty excited.
I am too, man. I've been going to this Comic-Con specifically for 10 years. I've been going with Max and our buddy Amit for the last, 3 now? We're up to our 3rd or 4th.
This will be the 4th, won't it?
I think so, yeah. I think that's right. And, yeah, it is. It's our 4th. And one of the things I love about cons in general is everybody's so nice, and you can walk up to almost anybody on that floor, and you can start a conversation about anything around there, and it's fun. It's one of the reasons, you know, Max and I discussed doing this podcast with Philip initially was because it's just fun to talk this kind of stuff with other people because, you know, so many people in this specific culture, they're all friendly. You can, like I said, you can walk up to 90% of the people in that place, like Mike did with his video last year. He was able to walk up to cosplayers and get them to be in his music video with minimal questions asked and just excited to be a part of it. And that's one of the things I really like about going to cons specifically.
I watched it a lot.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. I look forward to actually like seeing the people who are the cosplayers because that getup was actually like I couldn't see out of it for the most part. I I'm looking forward to actually seeing a lot of the cosplayers that I'm videotaping.
Do you have another music video plan for this year?
Not really. I'm just kind of bouncing around some ideas for like interview questions briefly, because hopefully I'll be able to spot you, Domo Batman, at one point on Saturday. Even though you're not going as Domo Batman, you're keeping that under wraps. So it'll be like a little scavenger hunt throughout the day. So I look forward to that.
Thank you. Thanks.
Just walk
I'm
up
sure
to
he'll
people.
find
You're
us.
Domo Batman now.
Our buddy Sean will be there too, and Sean is currently at San Diego Comic-Con wrapping up his booth, and I cannot wait to hear how that was when he gets back.
Oh,
He's
dude,
gonna be there.
we should have hit him up for a podcast while he was there. That would have been cool. We should do that next year.
Yeah, for
I don't know if
sure.
Sean likes me anymore because I harassed the heck out of him this year.
Yeah, I saw some videos. Yeah, you were with him. He was at Cleveland too, right? Yeah.
I was in Cleveland, Akron, Cincinnati was just not too long ago there for the autism because my son's autistic,
Mhm.
and so we took him there so he could go to a con because he wanted to go to one really bad, and so I took him there, and Sean was there, and I harassed him there.
You know, the worst thing about having Domo Batman on this week is our views went down by 1. Instead of 7 people watching us this week, we have 6. But
I'm
that's
sorry.
okay.
It's nothing yet.
This is fun. Well, yeah, Jason Mewes, Max, you need to walk up to him and do the Jay and Silent Bob song with him.
Yeah, I kind of want to be like the first one to do it, but I think I'm gonna go clit speech.
The clip. Oh, yeah.
But I want to be like the first one to do it because I know he's gonna get a shit ton of that all weekend, and he's already probably got a shit ton of that all weekend. But if I could get like a video of me and Muse doing the fucking fuck rap, I don't know.
Just so long as his daughter's not there, he has like his little girl until he'll be like, I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Dude, that would probably be like bucket list if I could get me and Muse doing the fuck rap. That would just be fucking awesome.
Yeah, my favorite part about Friday night is me and the guys on the podcast. We all pitch in like $5 and we go and do selfies with the celebrities. And Muse is definitely going to be top of that list. Like Max said, we need to get to him as first as we can. I hope he's coming all weekend and not just Saturday. 'Cause Saturday is going to be tough. And we were signed up for interviews too. I haven't heard back on who we're getting for sure, but we will be doing some fun interviews. I'm hoping Muse is one of them.
Yeah.
Jake-
Oh,
If we
man.
get Marsters, I call dibs.
Come on.
Dibs.
I
We
already
can,
called dibs, sir.
we'll all 3 interview them. We'll
Yeah.
ask them all the same questions.
Marsters and Kevin Sorbo.
Oh, I know what Dan and I can ask Kevin Sorbo. Is God really dead, Kevin Sorbo?
How do you feel finally finding God and then getting hit by a car?
Was he in that movie?
Yeah,
I guess?
fucking-
Yeah, he's the dickhead professor guy that's like, you will reject God in my classroom.
And then when he's about to reconcile with his loved ones and he's like, I believe in God now, he gets hit by a car and given his last rites.
You guys will restrict your questions to Hercules, the legendary journey only.
There's probably a big sign that says that, like, do not mention this, or this. Thank you.
No.
Under no circumstances are you to mention.
You will restrict your questions to the Walking Dead sequels. Or no, the Walking Tall, the Rock movie, and then he was in all of
God.
the sequels.
Yeah,
That's right.
No, I'm going to ask him about The Walking Dead now. What do you think of The Walking Dead, Kevin Sorbo?
Oh, we didn't
What?
discuss the Walking Dead trailer. Am I the only one on this panel that watches The Walking Dead still?
Yes.
I need to catch him.
From the silence, I'm gonna
No,
say
you
yes.
Okay, well, I will give my thoughts real quick. As somebody who thinks, I think The Walking Dead, it does not live up to its potential. I think it should be a great show. It's got a great cast. It's got good writers, and you know it has good writers because when they do a good episode or they do a good stretch, it's really good. And so that's one of my issues with this show is it's not living up to its potential. This show could be really good. But some of the stuff last season was pretty strong. For the most part, I enjoyed the last season. And so this trailer was fun, and well, not fun, but it was good. And they didn't show any of the major people because you don't want to know who got hit with the bat. But there was a few scenes where you could kind of almost see. I think it was Daryl in the back of one of them, so Daryl may be safe or that was fake. But nothing else did you see anybody else. They either were too far away or whatever. So I thought they did a really good job with this trailer. And Trophy, by any chance, is your microphone working? Because I know you're a big Walking Dead fan as well. The Trophy is not currently working, but the trophy is very excited about this Walking Dead trailer.
Trophy was like, fuck that shit. Game of Thrones is the shit. You don't need nothing else.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, what I kind of liked from Comic-Con this year was they brought out, some of the cast members. They brought out Sophie Turner, and the crowd cheers, of course. They bring out, I forget his actual name, but they bring out Bolton. Oh, not Bolton Ramsey, but Ramsey, the Flayer, and like people were like half applauding, half booing him, and he's kind of like, yeah, I know, I get a lot of shit. But then the very last person they bring out is what's his name, Christian Hodor, and so everyone immediately just starts applauding, standing ovation. Everyone starts chanting, hold the door" to him, and he's like, Love y'all. Like that made my weekend a little bit. Made me feel warm inside, warm and fuzzy.
Oh, I know another trailer we did not discuss, and that is the Lego Batman trailer. Holy Jesus! I watched this trailer, and I think I laughed the whole 3 minutes. I was laughing so hard, I was crying at some points. It was hysterical. Did anybody else happen to catch that one?
It was great. Will Arnett's got it.
I saw it.
What did you think, Mike?
I liked it fine. I mean, I know it's gonna be goofier than any other Batman movie I've seen. I like Will Arnett's Batman. I'm a little apprehensive about Michael Cera just because Michael Cera kind of annoys me in general, but I'm willing to give him a shot. His character of Robin was pretty funny in that trailer. I love the idea of Ralph Fiennes as Alfred. That's my favorite part. Get Voldemort to be Alfred. Damn.
In the trailer, he grounds Batman and puts a parental lock on the Batcave.
Yep. I just love this action figure has like the comb-over cap on its head.
Domo Batman, what did you think of the Lego Batman?
I love it. I love Will Arnett. Not my favorite voice for Batman, but I still liked it, and I liked all the jokes and stuff. They were funny. So I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. Dan, did you say you watched it?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna call it and say better than Justice League.
Yeah, it probably was my favorite trailer this weekend. That's probably fair.
Because it's friggin' hilarious, man. The whole thing was great. I can't give it better praise than that.
I loved, Comic-Con, man. San Diego, we need to get there. I don't know how we're going to get there. And, Mike mentioned neverendingradicaldude.com earlier. We are going to be doing a lot more collaborations with Jason, and actually, he is working on a way to kind of get more unity between McGTV, 3 Geeks Podcast, and Never Ending Radical Dude. He's working on some ideas of, I don't know, but... I don't know how much more unity McGTV could get with the rest of us. 'Cause Mike does a lot of stuff with us, and we appreciate Mike and Jason. Jason's been promoting us a lot out there in San Diego, so it's much appreciated. But come on, guys, we cannot be out of things to talk about. What's that, Mike?
It's called corporate synergy. Corporate synergy.
Frickin' Fury's over there like Avengers West Coast and shit.
That's
West
right,
Coast
man.
Avengers.
I like that.
Oh, I'm going to give a quick plug for their YouTube channel. They just released a Pokemon Go video. It's just a little teaser for more things to come, and it is freaking hysterical. I'm not going to spoil the whole thing, but it's kind of like all the horror stories that you get with playing Pokemon Go.
You're spoiling it. Just go watch the video.
Go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it.
Never
Good
ending
representation.
Dude. Yeah.
The thumbnail in and of itself. Yeah.
Yeah. Great
I'm really
theme song.
curious to find out like how many Pokemon are gonna be like on the floor. Like how many people are just gonna be around our booth because there's like a Jigglypuff there or something.
What?
Oh, dude, I hope. And like I'm playing Pokemon Go, so I'm hoping that there's a Pokestop or something in there, so I can just keep on hitting it up the entire time we're there. I'm down.
Dude, you know what we need to do? We need to pitch in like $5 each and release Pokemon at our booth. So they're at our table.
We'll just keep buying what the incense stuff, and it'll just keep going around the booth, and yeah.
You're gonna be dropping lures around the
Pokemans!
Yay.
No, it would just be kind of fun luck if our spot just turned out to be like a gym.
Yeah.
I got another question for you, Domo Batman. You have listened to our podcast since we met you in Columbus Comic Con. What is it that you enjoy about the podcast?
Max.
Max?
Fuck
Is
yeah.
it Max?
That's right, Domo Batman. Dude, we're gonna hang out. We're definitely gonna hang out this weekend, Domo Batman. That's what's up.
No, I actually like all you guys. You guys approached me right away. And like you said earlier about how the friendliness is and getting along with everybody and communicating with other people, that's what it's about. You know, I've met a lot of cosplayers and have become really good friends with a lot of them since Columbus. You know, I won Best in Show in Akron when I went there.
Nice.
All right.
How long have you been doing cosplay?
Well, actually, if you don't mind a little story,
Sure.
it started as a challenge for my daughter. My daughter was picking on me about not being able to make a cosplay because she wanted to go to Wizard World. And I love cons. I mean, I went to Chicago in like 2002, and I enjoyed it, but, you know, money cuts you short. Then you find out, well, there's a con coming close by, and that was Wizard World. But my daughter wanted to do her own cosplay, and I was like, oh, you know, I said, you know, I like all the stuff, and I said, you know, I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna do one. She goes, oh, Dad, you will not do a cosplay. I said, you watch me. I'm gonna make one. So then I sat down and thought about, and then came up with the idea for Domo Batman, and encouraged her. She then made her own. So, you know, I'm very supportive of anybody that wants to say no, but they can.
Nice.
Because I did it.
Me, Max, and Amit spent years trying to find a good themed costume for the three of us to go cosplay at Columbus with.
Yeah,
Dude, you keep bringing up like the Power Ranger Club.
Nah, dude, no. It's hard when you're trying to maximize laziness and cheapness while also maximizing effectiveness as a costume. Because I refuse to do work and I also refuse to spend money, so it's kind of hard for me to get a cosplay going.
And nobody wants to see fat guys in spandex dressed up as Power Rangers. That's not. I came up with the idea of going as Snap, Crackle, Pop, the Rice Krispies characters.
There's no Black Rice Krispie. Dude, there's no Black Rice Krispie. Everybody would get upset. They're like, my Rice Krispies is white.
Nice.
There's Cocoa Krispies, man.
There is Cocoa Krispies.
Right.
But there's still Snap, Crackle, and Pop on the Cocoa Krispies. There's no Black Rice Krispie, dude.
Dude, we live in the age of changing races. It doesn't change. It doesn't change Crackle if he's black. He's still at the core a Rice Krispie character. What's that?
We can't do it. We're not switching up Snap, Crackle, or Pop. I mean, I guess you have to be Pop, right? That has to be the black one.
Why would it have to be Pop? Now, see, now you're getting racist. Look at you.
I don't feel like the black one's a Snap or a Crackle.
I feel like it would be more inclined to be like, oh, Snap. So Snap.
Oh, I always feel like he'd be more inclined to Pop.
See, this is what the world is missing out on, these frank and open discussions about race and our favorite cereal mascots.
Oh, God.
That's why we need to settle the world here.
I don't want to do that, and then parents got to explain to their kids, you know, like, well, back in my day, Pop was a white guy.
Jesus. Well, see, we could break down some barriers, but we lack originality, and we actually got this idea because somebody came as Frankenberry to the first con we went to. and that's where that idea stemmed from, and that was an amazing cosplay.
Oh yeah, it was a badass Frankenberry for sure.
Actually, that first time we went to Comic-Con was where the little nugget of doing a podcast came about. So that's a little history. All right, come on, somebody else. What do you guys... Rondell, is this the first Comic-Con you've ever been to?
This will be. Yes.
Is this the first panel you've ever been a part of as well,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
You looking forward to it?
A little nervous.
We need to start placing some friendly wagers on over/under how long it takes Max to say something controversial at the panel, or get racial.
When have I ever said
or-
anything controversial?
Or bring up the thing's genitalias.
I didn't even bring that up.
The last
Yeah,
time
that
you
was
brought that
partially
up.
my fault.
That was Mike.
If it's not Max, it's me. Yeah. What I'm looking forward to from Rondell. What I'm looking forward to from Rondell is.
The political crap that got us called communists.
Yeah, sure. Sorry. My socialist ways. I'm looking forward to Rondell just taking the mic and being like, "No, here's what I have to say. Everyone to the side."
Yeah, he's going to surprise us. He's going to be like, y'all shut up. I listen to you talk week in, week out. This is my
I'm
panel.
going to let everybody know how I feel right now.
Then he's got a 10-minute freestyle on the subject of the panel, and we just all look at him and go, "Shit, we can't beat that."
And Dan and I have this mutual friend that never talked. His name was Ben, and he rarely ever said anything. And one night he goes to karaoke with me and a bunch of guys, and he starts screaming into the microphone, doing this amazing rendition of this like hardcore heavy metal thing. And like I said, this guy never talked. Just to see him
Maidens,
scream,
Can I Play with Madness?
nuts.
Yeah.
So maybe Rondell will just be unleashed there. He'll feel the
Rondell
power of the
unleashed.
panel.
The power of the panel compels you.
I saw some things with the new Power Rangers cast. It looks like they did a pretty good job casting that film, and I can't lie, I'm excited to see a Power Rangers movie, like more so than I would have been anyway. But that looks pretty good. Yeah, you're laughing at me, Mike.
No, Rondell's shaking his head in the background. I can't help it.
It's like 5 Iron Man costumes. I know Max will go see it with me opening night.
Fuck yeah.
We'll be there
Wait,
together.
Did you just compare Power Rangers to Iron Man?
I said they have Iron Man looking suits.
I mean, you can compare it to Iron Man
looking
3.
Suits. No, Iron Man 2. I liked Iron Man 3. It was a good Shane Black film.
Iron Man 3 was okay. Iron Man 2 was a fat old piece of...
All right, let's not start this again.
Why? This is
See,
fun.
because it just ends up with me and Max yelling at each other about which Iron Man was worse.
You guys save that for the panel.
Yeah,
You
there
guys
you
save
go.
that for the panel.
Dan, anything happened in video game news this weekend?
Ah.
I'm kind of putting you on the spot since we don't have Philip here.
Well, there's a little bit of controversy because apparently Activision is re-releasing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2. And what they're saying, yeah, I know, whoop-de-doo, but it's got the second one in Civil War. But
I like the first one way better.
they're releasing them. You can buy a single one for $40, or you can buy them both for $60. And yeah, the controversy is about them gouging for those instead of just making them backwards compatible to begin with. That's really all I got.
Well, what can you do? We kind of put you on the spot, Philip. Philip could not make it tonight. We wish him the best. His wife is not feeling too well. But I saw Ghostbusters, and I know you guys talked about this last weekend, but I kind of want to touch on it for just a second. I thought it was a funny movie. There was a part that was somewhat boring, and I actually fell asleep for a good 10 minutes. But
as well.
for the most part, I enjoyed the movie. I loved Bill Murray's cameo in this movie. I thought it was really, really funny and well done. But, yeah, Ghostbusters was a fun movie, and I highly recommend checking it out. Don't expect a funny horror film like the original, expect a funny movie, because I know Philip and I are different on this. He thought the horror in this was decent, but I didn't find any of it like edge of your seat horrible at all. Maybe because I saw it on a drive-in screen, I don't know, but Ghostbusters was fun. Check it out. Rondell, any thoughts on Ghostbusters?
I enjoyed the cameos. Like I said, I also fell asleep, but that's because I was sitting in the comfy air conditioning of my car, so with the seat laid back because my rearview mirror was in the way, so it got a little too comfy. But I did enjoy seeing all the cameos, and like I said, it finished up really good for me, so I enjoyed it.
Dan? Did you say something? I think we lost Dan.
Yeah.
All right.
Either that
For
or
the
you guys
future-
saying you liked it gave him like an
Not
aneurysm or
a
something.
review to say it's good if you both say you fell asleep.
Well, everything I saw was fun, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. But Comic-Con,
God damn.
we're gonna record our first episode of Throwback Thursday, and we lost Dan again. Throwback Thursday, which is gonna be me, Max, Dan, and maybe hopefully Mike discussing the Mighty Ducks trilogy.
I'm coming in at like 11 o'clock at night, dude. So yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
we're not gonna
we're
do it on
doing
Thursday.
it at midnight.
We're gonna record it sometime during the weekend and then just release it that following Thursday. And then I think we're gonna do an episode of Frady Geeks. I'm gonna try to get Max to do something for Animaniacs, and we're just gonna be recording stuff live. What's that? Did we lose Max too?
You're going to try to give me something for what now?
I said maybe do an Animaniacs on the floor with Dan. No, you're here.
Okay, yeah.
Technical.
Yeah, we can do that, and Mike and I were also planning on doing a McChats, so there's that too.
Or to the chat cave, yeah, or something.
Nice. And then me, Dan, and Mike will hopefully do a Frady Geeks episode, which I gotta talk to.
No, I'm not doing Frady Geeks.
I said Mike and Dan.
I'm not gonna do it, Jason.
Didn't say you.
I did not say
I'm
you.
not gonna
Without
do
you.
it, Rondell.
And
Don't need you, Max.
I'm not gonna do
You're not
it.
allowed to do it
Trophy.
now, man.
I think what he's saying is he
Easy,
wants
Max.
to do it.
But I guess that is our show for this evening. Thank you for tuning in. Check out Domo Batman on Twitter at ArcMatter. He's also on YouTube at ArcMatter. Check it out. He does a weekly show, and again, he shouts us out all the time, and we greatly appreciate all of the
Love.
views for that. The love, yeah. That's awesome.
The commitment to stay in costume and character for this full length of time. Like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, we appreciate it.
Rockstar.
We all expected you to tell us to go fuck ourselves when we asked you to be Domo Batman on the podcast. So the fact that you replied with a yes really made our day. I texted Max immediately, and I was like, he said sure.
Respect.
So
Respect.
we appreciate it. And you can check out Mike at www.youtube.com/MikeMcGTV. Also check out Mike's writing on www.neverendingradicaldude.com. Our buddy Fury there, give him a shout out, let him know that. And at NerdPoop on Twitter.
Best Twitter handle ever.
You can check out Dan, Max, myself, Rondell, Mike, Philip, and Domo Batman, and our producer, my wife Liz, and everybody else associated, Christy, who does our Twitter, social media. She's going to be there as well, live in person, doing panels. It's going to be awesome. So check that out.
Bringing the trophy.
That's right. Tonight's podcast was brought to you by Audible.com. Go to www.audibletrial.com/3geeks for your audiobook needs. Max, tell them why they should get Audible.com.
Because if you are a fat, lazy asshole like me, you don't like doing things like picking up books or actually reading the words off the page. You want somebody to read it to you. So that's what Audible's for. Because I never even took the time to learn how to read. So that's why I love Audible. Because I can get all the stories everybody else gets without ever having to learn to read. Over 180,000 titles. Go check it out now. www.audibletrial.com/3geeks.
I'm gonna bring this full circle. If you if you miss William Shatner playing Captain Kirk, you can find some Star Trek audiobooks read to you by William Shatner himself. So you can kind of go back, and he reprises his role as Captain Kirk. So that's could be fun too. Also, the guy who's reading it to me, Steven Weber, still doing that, even though I paused it. I got the Bruce Campbell book.
Oh my god.
If Chins Could Kill, read to me by Bruce Campbell, and that book is fantastic. But from all of us at the Three Geeks podcast, have a great night. Peace.